Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the 2025 COX Inspirational Student Hero Awards. My name's David Dellerman. I have the honor of serving as the Market Vice President for COX here in the Gulf Coast, and it truly is an honor to welcome all of you to celebrate some of the most inspiring young people in our community. Quick question before we get started. How many of you have been to one of our COX Heroes Awards before? Okay, for those of you who haven't, you are in for quite a treat today. This really is a special event where we get to honor some students that truly deserve this special recognition, and I think you're really going to enjoy this ceremony. More than 125 years ago, our company's founder, Governor James M. Cox of the state of Ohio, was guided by a deep belief in the power of education and the promise of young minds. A former school teacher himself, he made a commitment to support students and invest in the communities we serve, a promise that still drives the work that we do every single day. That legacy lives on in the students we honor this afternoon. They represent not only the future of our workforce, the future teachers, first responders, doctors, electricians, civic leaders, but also the heart and resilience of our community. You know, life doesn't always make our paths easy. The students we recognize today have faced challenges that many of us can scarcely imagine. And yet they show up every day with their heads held high, smiles on their faces that light up a room, and a spirit that lifts everyone around them. They truly are heroes in every sense of the word. This program began in our Cox Market in New Orleans 3 decades ago, and every year since then it has reminded us of the strength, perseverance, and hope that our young people embody. Today, we're proud to shine the spotlight on these heroes who, through their courage and kindness, bring out the very best in all of us. On behalf of the 300-plus local COX employees here in the Gulf Coast Market, thank you for being here to celebrate these incredible students. And to our heroes, congratulations. We are so proud of you, and we hope you enjoy your day in the spotlight. Now, it's my pleasure to turn the program over to Cam Johnson, Manager of Public Affairs for COX Communications.
Thank you, David, and thank you to everyone for being here today. This great program could not be done without the support and the partnership of the Okaloosa County School District. Thank you for letting us recognize your students. And at this time, I would like to invite the Superintendent of the Okaloosa County School District, Marcus Chambers, to the podium for a few words.
So I just want to say good afternoon. You know, as I stand right here and I look out, I wish you could see what I'm seeing. And it's a packed room. And I'd just like to say on behalf of myself, we have our school board member, Mr. Brett Hindley, Mr. Tim Bryant, and our school board as a whole, just want to thank you for being here. I first want to say thank you to COX. And since 1993, they've been recognizing and honoring our students. Over 5,000 COX heroes since 1993. I just want you to think about that. One of the things that we talk about in our school district, it's about community. And today we have our principals who are here, we have teachers who are here, we have staff from our schools who are here, and they're all here for each of the 37 COX heroes. And it takes everybody coming together, our schools coming together, it takes our families coming together to truly make a difference in the lives of students. When you hear the stories today, if you do not tear up at least one time, you need to get your tears checked because the stories are absolutely incredible. Every single year, the employees who come to this in our school district, this is one of the best events that we have because you get to see the true spirit of students from elementary all the way up to high school, and you see perseverance, you see how they overcome, and this is something that I'll say for myself. I won't speak for any other adults. I'll say for myself. And it shows me that we can overcome anything if we have the right mindset. And when you have educators behind you and families behind you to be able to do the things that they need to do to be successful amidst adversity, that's when great things can happen. So to our 37 COX heroes, just want to say that along with your schools, I'm very proud of you and can't wait to put this medallion over your head to give you a nice handshake. And of course, again, thanks COX for supporting Okaloosa schools. So thank you.
Thank you, Superintendent Chambers. As he mentioned, we do have two school board members with us today. Thank you all both so much for being in attendance. We also have Assistant Superintendents Sheila Lightbourne and Grant Meyer, I believe in the back. Also, Assistant Superintendent and the Executive Director of the Okaloosa County Public Schools Foundation, John Spolsky. So thank you all for being here today to help us recognize these kids. I'd also like to recognize Okaloosa County Commissioner Drew Palmer and thank him for being here today. Last Tuesday, the Okaloosa County Board of County Commissioners passed a proclamation that May 2025 is COX Inspirational Student Hero Month for Okaloosa County. So thank you to the Board of County Commissioners for that proclamation. All right, so let's get on with the awards. As you heard, we have 37 students today, so we're going to be calling them up individually with their presenter. Each student will be invited to the front with their presenter, like I said, and the presenter will be given a brief overview as to why the student was selected. Some of these stories may be longer or a little bit more in-depth than others. That's okay. We want you to share the information that you're willing to share on behalf of the student and the family. After you have the opportunity to present the student, you'll step over here with David and Superintendent Chambers. You're going to receive a medallion. You're also going to receive certificates of congratulations from COX, Senator Don Gates, State Senator Jay Trumbull, State Representative Michelle Salzman, State Representative Pat Maney, and they will also receive a letter of congratulations from the United States Senate. So you'll notice on the back of each name tag that the students are wearing is a number. That is the number in which you're going to be called up. I'm going to call you up in groups of 10. You'll line up on the left side, my right, of the room. We have Chris and Melissa over here from COX, two of our volunteers are going to help get everybody in order. So having said that, if we can go ahead and get numbers 1 through 10, again on the back of the badge is numbers 1 through 10, to go ahead and line up over here, and we're going to go ahead and start getting them in order. While they're making their way to that side of the room, I would ask that everybody please stay till the end. We are going to do a group photo, and then we're also going to do a little something different this year. We're going to do a drawing for a couple little prizes, a couple little giveaways. So please stay until the end so we can get the group picture. Again, as I mentioned, we do have 37 students, so presenters, please keep that in mind with your presentation and try to keep them brief. Also, I will definitely do this more than once today. I want to apologize in advance if I mispronounce anyone's name. All right, are we ready with our first student from Antioch? We are, and I'm pleased to introduce Derek Stokes from Antioch Elementary School and his teacher, Laura Vinzant.
All right, good afternoon. My name is Laura Vinzant, and I am the 3rd to 5th Access Point teacher at Antioch Elementary School, and I am very excited to tell you about why Derek Stokes is a hero. Derek has gone through more in life than most adults will ever go through. He has had to face unexpected loss. However, Derek has shown tremendous resilience this year regarding personal problems and academic growth. Derek has been learning what it means to be a leader because his older brother and sister have stepped up to raise him and are shaping him into the wonderful young man he is. At the beginning of the year, Derek was very reserved regarding the classroom. He was the oldest student in a classroom of 3rd to 5th grade students. This spurred him into a leadership role inside the classroom. Derek is the type of friend who keeps his friends and teachers laughing and happy. If Derek notices a friend is sad, he is the first to try and make that friend happy. He takes care of students by bringing them snacks from the cafeteria because he knows it will make their day. This leadership is shown in the classroom and has been seen in the whole school several times. At the beginning of this year, a new kindergarten friend struggled to attend class every morning. Derek noticed this and began volunteering to walk the student to class, which helped his new friend gain the confidence to walk alone. School administrators saw how well the student responded to Derek, leading to Derek being part of the school safety squad. Derek is very popular at school. When he goes to the cafeteria, he is greeted with smiles and high fives by many of his peers. Derek is not only a hero to his friends, but he is also a hero to me. We're going to go back here, okay?
I apologize. One thing I forgot to mention, when you get the picture taken, enter a cell phone number into the iPad, and the picture will actually be texted to either the presenter or the family or whoever, and that's how you'll receive the picture this year. Our next hero up is from Baker School. Cadence Fredrickson will be introduced by Polly Brunson.
Cadence Fredrickson's journey is one of resilience, service, and unwavering dedication to making a difference. Born into adversity, she was given a second chance at life when her father and now adopted mother welcomed her into their family, providing her with the love and stability she had never known. As part of a military family, she learned the values of sacrifice, perseverance, and service, lessons that shaped her into the leader she had become. Determined to turn her past struggles into a force for good, Cadence dedicated over 1,100 hours to community service, impacting countless lives. She founded Cadence Promise, a nonprofit that has donated over 15,000 teddy bears internationally to abused children, offering them comfort in their darkest moments. Her passion for helping others extends to volunteering with the Ronald McDonald House, local homeless shelters, and Backpack Buddies, ensuring children in need have food to eat. Her commitment to service has been recognized at the highest levels, including receiving a congressional award for her volunteerism. Cadence's story is one of triumph over adversity, proving that challenges do not define a person. Determination and kindness do. Through her leadership, advocacy, and heart for service, she inspired and uplifted those around her, embodying the very best of what it means to give back. Cadence's life was cut short in a tragic accident this school year. The week before her accident, we had contacted her mother to inform her of this award. Our community continues to mourn the loss of such a beautiful young lady. We are honored to accept this award on her family's behalf.
Tristan Phillips is our hero from Blue Water Elementary School, and Sandra Thomas will tell us why.
It's my honor to be here with this young man. I was a second grade teacher at Blue Water. Come over here, buddy. And I'm just going to speak from the heart. I don't have any notes. Tristan entered my classroom 5 years ago. He had lost both parents. We just had a special connection due to loss in my own life. And so we just connected all those years ago. He is still very much in my life. I spent a lot of time in second grade with him, tutoring him and having breakfast in the morning. We even played a little ball in the back of my room for focus because he really needed that. He's an amazing young man. We attend church weekly together now and lunches on Sunday, and he's just so courageous. He has grown so much since second grade. I'm just in awe over he and his sister. His grandmother, Jessica, is an amazing mom to them, and Gary and I are privileged to be mentors to Tristan Phillips and Angelina. So he's super courageous. Thank you. I'm so proud of you.
Kirsten Delarue, teacher at Bob Sykes Elementary School, will now introduce us to their hero, Brendan I'm sorry, you only had to tell me 3 times. I apologize.
As a teacher of the BSU unit at Bob Sykes Elementary, I am met with new walks of life every year. Every students of every shape, size, color, and background grace us with their presence, and every student we teach holds a special place in our hearts. Occasionally, we are blessed with seeing a student flourish beyond our expectations, like Brendan DeGuilio. Brendan came to us this school year, and like every student in a new school or class, was nervous, scared, and standoffish. It took us some time to learn how to navigate class life with Brendan and try to break him out of his shell. And boy, did he. No longer was he the quiet kid, shy and keeping to himself. He set goals for himself and crushed them every day. But even that wasn't enough for him. Crushing his own goals wasn't enough. He wanted to help others too. He is now part of our Hope Squad. He goes into lower grades to read to kids and help other teachers with their daily tasks. Brendan goes above and beyond every day to let fellow classmates know he is there for them and helps them in any way he can. His compassion is unmatched, and in light of everything he has been through, that is nothing shy of amazing. He is amazing. Brendan is our get-to. We get to be the ones to help his path. We get to be his cheerleaders when he needs that extra affirmation. We get to foresee big things in his future and be blessed to be along for the ride.
Bruner Middle School's Hunter Kelhai will now be introduced by Assistant Principal Jacqueline Coleman.
Good afternoon. I am Jacqueline Coleman from Bruner Middle School, and this is Hunter. Hunter has faced numerous challenges in his journey. As an ESC student with partial deafness, he diligently uses a hearing device and carries an amplifier to each class. Despite these hurdles, Hunter has embraced advanced coursework and radiates positivity in both life and in school. I am thrilled to announce that Hunter achieved a level 4 on our most recent reading state assessment. Beyond academics, Hunter finds joy in reading, building with Legos, and exploring video games. His passion lies in coding with dreams of creating his own video games in the future. Hunter says that his brain hurts when learning history. Hunter embodies the Spartan spirit, strong, resilient, and filled with courage. I present to you Hunter Kelhai.
Natalie Williams, art teacher at Chalkahatchee High School, will now introduce us to their hero, Kristen Santos.
Hello. Yes, I am Christian's art teacher, and as his teacher, I've witnessed firsthand Christian's remarkable character and work ethic. Not only has he grown in his artistic thinking, he's also displayed a level of dedication and kindness that truly sets him apart. Christian's been balancing the demands not just of school and of work, but he's also been navigating the legal system to become a U.S. citizen. This year he did receive his Social Security card, which has been a major milestone in his journey, and his reaction just spoke volumes to me. He told me about that, and he said, "Now I want to go to college." His perseverance and resilience and passion for his future truly inspire me. He is a model student, and he just has this level of responsibility that is you don't see often at this age. He channels it into wonderful things, and he's kind to his fellow students. He helps other students who struggle in different areas. His positive attitude is contagious, and it's been just a pleasure to witness his growth, and I have no doubt that he'll continue to inspire others in everything he does. And Christian, thank you for being a role model to all of us.
Victoria Hayden, principal at Crestview High School, will now introduce us to Lillian Triplett.
I'm honored and privileged to introduce you to Lily. Lily has exemplified what it means to rise above adversity and inspire others through strength, resilience, and perseverance. During her time as a student in Okaloosa County School District, Lily endured imaginable loss, the passing of both her parents. This heartbreaking chapter in her life led to a major change in her home life as she moved in with her aunt and uncle and adjusted to a new reality. Despite these tremendous challenges, Lily never gave up. She struggled academically for several years, but she continued to push forward. This year, as a junior at Crestview High School, Lily has made incredible turnaround, earning all A's and B's. She's determined to succeed and continue her growth both as a student and a young lady, and keep inspiring all of us. We are incredibly proud of Lily. Her journey reminds us all that even in the face of great sorrow and hardship, hope and success are still possible. Lily is a beacon of courage, and we are honored to name her as Crestview High School's COX Inspirational Hero for 2025. And Lily would like to say a few words.
Being nominated for the COX Inspirational Student Hero Award is an incredible honor. It is truly humbling to be recognized among so many outstanding people. I am deeply grateful for COX and their commitment to celebrating and supporting young people who strive to inspire others through their actions. This nomination is not just a personal achievement, but it is a reflection of the collective effort of everyone who has supported me along the way, from my family and friends to my teachers, and most of all, my Aunt Sherry. She has pushed me to be the person I am now, and has always been the most supportive and helped me achieve all my goals. I am surrounded by people who believe in my potential and encourage me to pursue my passions. Their support has played a big part in shaping who I am today. I am committed to continuing my work and inspiring others to join me in making a difference. Together we can create a brighter future for ourselves and generations to come. Thank you once again, COX and the selection committee for the incredible honor. I am truly grateful for this recognition and opportunity to represent the values of the Inspirational Student Hero Award.
Our next hero comes from Davidson Middle School. Riley Martin will be introduced by Antoinette Robinson, life science teacher.
I'm Riley's science teacher, and I just have to say she is one amazing young lady. The more I've gotten to know about her, the more amazed I am by her. Although I never tell her that because I just don't want to lose that sparkle. Her father and her brother both struggled for many years with a very debilitating heart and lung disease, and both of which required organ transplants to sustain their lives. Her father unfortunately passed away from a lengthy battle with cancer in 2023. Despite having lived through these difficult experiences, Riley has maintained a mature, positive attitude and has excelled in all of her classes and her extracurricular activities. And she's a bright young lady, and she has applied and has gotten into STRIDE, which is our pre-med program at Davidson Middle School. And she hopes to work towards her goal of becoming a cardiac doctor so that she could help heart patients like her father and her brother. Her maturity, positive attitude, and commitment to excellence is inspiring. And congratulations, Riley.
Our next hero comes from Destin Elementary School. Asher Blows will be introduced by his teachers, Hillary Ray, Lisa Brown, and Stacy Buckley.
The story of Asher's elementary school journey is one of perseverance and inspiration. When Asher first began kindergarten at Destin, he was easily upset and often unable to manage his emotions. However, as a fourth grader, he's made a complete transformation. He enters the classroom each morning with a cheerful greeting and never leaves without sharing a heartfelt goodbye, often exclaiming he had the best day ever. He brings creativity, curiosity, and insight into each lesson throughout the day. He is adored by his classmates and impresses us daily with his knowledge and unique perspective. His joyful spirit is contagious, and he has a special way of making everyone around him smile. Thinking ahead, one can only imagine the bright future that awaits Asher, but he will certainly continue to enrich the lives of everyone around him while striving to make each day the best day ever.
You want to say something? What do you want to say?
Make sure we pick it up on the TV.
Hi there. My name is Asher. I'm from Destin Elementary School. Thanks to all of you, I got this COX Hero Award. Thank you. Thank you.
Our next hero is from Destin Middle School. Dixon Stanton will be introduced by Principal Belinda Small.
And this is Dixon Stanton, a determined, resilient student, 7th grade student that really embodies strength and perseverance in overwhelming adversity. You see, Dixon lost his home in a tragic fire in 5th grade, and then recently lost his father to an illness. But Dixon does not let tragedy define him. He chooses to focus on love, on memories, and on family. He channels, and I hear that a lot, the first 9 seem to all have this uncanny ability to channel their grief into motivation and honor legacy. Even when the world seems to crumble, Dixon, well, his teacher describes him as grounded. That Dixon is grounded in his educational journey. So much so that he attends every single day with a smile, despite the pain that he may carry. In fact, he's so entrenched in his education, Mr. Chambers, this young man achieved a perfect score on the ELA test just recently. I don't think I can make a perfect score, Dixon. Good gracious. His teachers, peers, and administration, we all are inspired by his positive spirit, which it doesn't just inspire us, but every single person around him wants to be like Dixon. His classmates want to be like Dixon. They try to mimic him. They try to be him and the way that he treats others, because he supports his classmates through their own struggles. He has an uncanny sense to empathize with them and connect with them and help them. He uses humor and optimism to lift other people up, and even with a mighty, mighty, God-given amount of courage. He believes we all should start each day as a new day and make the most of every moment. Dixon, you are our hero at Destin Middle School, and we are very proud of you. Congratulations on this prestigious honor.
Edge Elementary School teacher Skylar McSheehy will now introduce us to their hero, Donnie Gilroy.
Good afternoon. My name is Miss McShee. Dawn, you can come right by me. I am a third grade teacher at Edge Elementary School, and this is actually my first year here at Edge, and I've had the privilege to teach Donnie. Donnie is an amazing kiddo. He is amazing and resilient. Just in this past year, he was living with his grandparents, and both of them passed away. He had to move for a little bit because of the passing of his grandparents and was not with us at Edge, and it was a big loss. Everyone in the classroom, as soon as he left for those couple weeks, missed him and asked when he was coming back. Thankfully, to a family at our school, he came back a couple weeks later, and everyone was so thrilled. We were so glad that we still had a lot of his supplies, and his name tag was never taken off the desk because we knew that he would always have a place with us at Edge. When he faces a challenge, he works hard. He never gives up and always does his best to remain positive. He is an amazing kiddo, and we're so lucky to have him at Edge. He is always standing up for anyone in need and always is standing up for what is right. He is never shy to help someone when they fall or drop something. He's always there to help them as soon as they need it. He is a good friend to everyone in our third grade classroom. It's such a privilege to teach Donnie. I'm so grateful I got to be his teacher, and I knew as soon as he left, he would come back. He's always has a place with us at Edge, and we know that's where he belongs. On behalf of all of Edge Elementary, we are so proud of you, Donnie, and you are our hero.
Teachers Bryant Capehart and Shelley DeGennaro will now introduce us to Edwins Elementary School's hero, Caleb Pridgeon.
Caleb began his journey as an ESE student, placed full-time in a gen ed classroom. It was a challenging environment, and he faced significant obstacles in reading, writing, and communication due to a severe speech impediment. His frustrations often surfaced through his behavior. But instead of giving up, his dedicated teachers, Ms. Perkins and Ms. DeGennaro, leaned in with compassion and determination. The following year, he transitioned into a more supportive classroom environment, one that offered consistent individualized help in reading, behavior, and social skills. This is where I met Caleb, a bright, energetic first grader during my first year as a CBS teacher. He excelled in everything you would expect from a lively 7-year-old, so much that he often made me question my own career choices. But beneath that tough exterior, I saw a curious, capable learner who simply needed the right tools and encouragement to thrive when faced with challenges. Together, Caleb and I began working on strategies to help him better understand and manage his behavior. Through patience, consistency, and a lot of trial and error, we built a foundation of trust. We practiced taking breaks, naming emotions, and using calm techniques in real time. Over time, he not only grew more aware of his actions, but also more confident in his ability to make positive choices. It became a true partnership, one where each small breakthrough felt like a major victory. Now, a confident and successful third grader, Caleb is reading above grade level and recently achieved a remarkable 153% growth on his latest iReady diagnostic. Along with his academic gains, Caleb has learned to use strategies that help him manage his behaviors throughout the day, like taking breaks when overwhelmed, using calming tools, and communicating his needs with trusted adults. These skills have helped him stay focused and engaged, allowing his strengths to truly shine. His progress is a powerful reminder of what becomes possible when students are supported with structure, belief in their potential, and consistency. Caleb's story is not only one of personal triumph, but also a shining example of the transformative power of teamwork, dedication, and unwavering belief in a child's potential. Thank you.
Wilfredo Mendez from Eglin Elementary School will now be introduced by Principal Gwen Morris.
Good afternoon. Wilfredo exemplifies resilience, determination, and a positive attitude in the face of adversity. Despite facing significant personal challenges, Wilfredo has remained committed to his education, consistently demonstrating perseverance and a willingness to grow. His uplifting spirit and dedication to learning have made a lasting impact on his peers and teachers alike. Overcoming obstacles that may have discouraged others, along with being a child of a military family, Wilfredo has achieved personal and academic success through hard work and determination. Whether navigating difficult circumstances or embracing new opportunities, he has shown remarkable strength and courage. Wilfredo's ability to inspire those around him, coupled with his unwavering drive, makes Wilfredo a deserving recipient of the COX Inspirational Student Hero Award. Eglin Elementary School is proud to present 2025 COX Inspirational Student Hero Award, Wilfredo Mendez.
Elliott Point Elementary School's Christopher Gutierrez Acosta will now be introduced by his teacher, Christopher Melvin.
Hello, my name is Mr. Christopher Melvin. I'm a third grade teacher at Elliott Point Elementary. I teach math and science, and I've had the honor this year of sharing my classroom with today's inspirational student hero from Elliott Point, Christopher Gutierrez Acosta. Christopher is the kind of student who doesn't seek the spotlight. He leads not with loud words, but with quiet strength, determination, and a heart that is always open to others. He is a daily reminder that the true leadership is found in perseverance, grit, and kindness. No matter what challenges come his way, and he's faced more than his fair share, Christopher continues to show up with a steady, focused spirit. He doesn't give up when things are hard. Instead, he digs in, keeps going, and does it all with a gentle smile and calm confidence. That's grit. Beyond his personal strength, Christopher sets an incredible example for his classmates. He is the kind of student who is always ready to lend a helping hand. Whether it's offering support during a tough task, helping to clean up, or simply being a kind friend, his actions speak louder than words, and they teach others what it means to be a helper, a leader, and a true team player. It is my privilege to recognize Christopher today. His perseverance, his helping hands, and his inspiration, and his unshakable heart make him truly inspirational, not just to me, but to everyone who knows him. Chris, it's my honor to recognize you as COX Inspirational Hero.
Craig Kinsley and Erica Wentworth from Okaloosa Elementary School will now introduce us to their hero, Maya Martin.
Good afternoon. My name is Craig Kinsley. This is Erica Wentworth, and we are fifth grade teachers at Okaloosa Elementary. And today we have the pleasure of introducing our COX Hero Award recipient and our student, Maya Martin. Maya, not Mia, Maya, and she will tell you that, just so you know. Maya is a fifth grade student who has faced many challenges, but has never given up. She was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes early on in life. That means she has to check her blood sugar wearing a continuous monitor that administers insulin, and she needs to be careful about what she eats every day. Not easy for a fifth grade student with all of the sugary snacks the students have around her. But she does it, and she does it well. On top of that, she has struggled through issues outside of school life. Between this and her medical condition, this has caused her to miss some time in school in her younger years. All of this had caused Maya to be a little bit behind when she started the school year this year. Even with all these challenges, Maya has worked hard to do well in school and to catch up and get on grade level. She doesn't let her diabetes stop her, even on days when she feels tired. She makes sure to manage her health while still focusing on her education. She studies hard, listens to her teachers, and always does her best on her schoolwork. This is shown through incredible rise in test scores and overall academic performance. Maya's teachers and classmates admire her because she has stayed positive and never complains about anything. Well, usually. She helps her friends when they need it and is always kind to others. Because of her hard work, she has graduated out of an intensive reading program, is passing all of her classes with very high scores, has become a safety patrol member, and even joined the school play as part of the crew. Maya's story shows that no matter what struggles a person faces, they can still succeed. She proves that with determination and a good attitude, anything is possible. Her success in fifth grade is just the beginning of a very bright future. I am proud to say that Maya is Okaloosa Elementary's COX Hero Award recipient. Thank you.
Thrice Sparks from Fort Walton Beach High School will now be introduced by Assistant Principal Lydia Hannikin.
Hi, I'm Lydia Hannikin, one of the assistant principals at Fort Walton Beach High School, and this is Tristan Sparks. He is a senior. During his junior year, Tristan underwent open heart surgery at Nemours Children's Hospital in Orlando. The valve replacement surgery was supposed to last 8 hours, but took 17. He recovered in the pediatric wing, where at 16, he was the oldest pediatric patient. His health journey has inspired him to pursue a career working in cardiac medicine. Tristan plans to attend Northwest Florida State College to become an EKG technician, but ultimately he'd like to go to UCF, where Nemours said they'd love to welcome him back as an intern. It's obvious that Tristan is well liked by his peers. You can see that when he walks down the hallway. I asked a few faculty members to share some thoughts about Tristan and his time as a Viking, and every response mentioned how respectful, funny, and what a pleasure he is to have in class and in the hallways. But his debate coach summed it up perfectly when she said, "Tristan is one of the strongest, most adaptable, and fiercely loyal people I have ever met. He has been through so much health-wise, personally, and academically, and he has come out on the other side stronger and more valiant than anyone else. He retains hope and confidence in himself that he uses to actively make the world a better place." This is Tristan Sparks, our COX Hero for the year. Okay.
Peggy Land, principal from Kenwood Elementary School, will now tell us about their hero, Zayden Cordoba.
I am not here alone. He is here with me in spirit. As life does happen, other plans are made, correct? My name is Peggy Land, and I'm the principal at Kenwood Elementary School. And my sweet Zayden Cordoba is not able to be here with us this evening. However, I promised him that I would serve him well and make sure that you knew about his spirit, his energy, and that I'd even bring him a cookie back upon my return. Just like a small pebble tossed in a pond, the ripple begins light and then becomes strengthening. And Zayden is that child. He has been at Kenwood for just over a year. Zayden came to us right in the throes of the week of field day. And you can imagine the chaos, the controlled chaos, mind you, and excitement that was going on as he was embarking upon his life as a Kenwood Bulldog. Very quickly, he got to be part of the mix. And what we have found out very immediately was his energy and his boldness and his bright, gentle nature. What we didn't know, lurking just below the surface, that Zayden has to deal with having epilepsy. So much like our friend Maya with her type 1 diabetes, Zayden has a lot of behind-the-scenes things that go on with him. And there are times where he makes it in late. There are times where he has to leave early. And there are times when he doesn't make it in at all. So that creates a situation where he's on constant alert, constant makeup, constant pressure to stay up with the business of school at hand. And I can assure you that he does. He is a hard worker. He is a courageous, wonderful, bright and shiny star in the sky. His teachers love him. It didn't take long at all for them to recognize his awesomeness. And without question, they said, oh, we've got your Cox Inspirational Hero right here. He is a positive bolt of energy. And I wish you could see that, but trust me. It's something interesting I heard this morning on my way into work. I was listening to one of my favorite podcasts by a gentleman named Simon Sinek, and he said that in the community we share individual experience, and the individual in turn shares the community experience. And that to me is exactly what we have going on here today. We all have something in common in that we all go through struggle, and we can share in that. And I hear the same descriptors throughout each of these, and that is perseverance, resilience, energy, strength, courage. Zayden is that child, and I'm glad for him and for me to be here in your company as well. So to Zayden, I say thank you for being a terrific kid, not only a terrific Cox Inspirational Hero, but he's one great character. Thank you.
Carla Strickland, school counselor from Laurel Hill School, will now tell us about their hero, Alyssa Maynard.
Good afternoon. Our student hero, Alyssa Maynard, had a death in her immediate family, so she's unable to be here today, but we would appreciate your thoughts and prayers for her family. Alyssa, known to us as Allie, is a delightful member of our Hobo family. She is kind, pleasant, and always shows concern for others. Allie's Nana and her late papa and teachers provide a tremendous support system for her. Allie seeks to please everyone, and we are so very proud of her. Over the past year, Allie has begun to advocate and speak up for herself, something that we've wanted for so long. Having had difficulties with social interactions, this growth has been monumental for Allie. In fact, she was recently named Student of the Month at LHS. In the past, Allie struggled immensely to complete homework and classwork on time, but now she makes every effort to get everything completed and submitted and always asks for help when she needs it. We are so very proud to name Alyssa Maynard as Laurel Hill School's 2025 Cox Inspirational Student Hero. Thank you.
Our next hero comes from Lewis School. Emmy Lufau will be introduced by Nathaniel Chapman.
Good evening. I'm Nathaniel Chapman, principal at Lewis School. And so I would like to introduce Addie R. Lewis School is proud to select Miss Emmeline Lufau as our 2025 Cox Inspirational Hero. Emmeline is a 6th grade Falcon that is loved by her teachers since joining us in 5th grade. Emmeline has a personality or personal challenges with a rare diagnosis called ataxia telangiectasia, AT. This disease combines the worst symptoms of cerebral palsy, cystic fibrosis, muscular dystrophy, cancer, and immune deficiency. But even given the challenges, Emmy does not let that stop her from teasing her teachers or keeping the beautiful smile on her face. Emmeline's teachers described her as having a positive attitude and an amazing sense of humor that allows her sassy personality to shine through. Emmy does not let communication challenges stand in her way and participate in class discussions and perseveres even when the task is difficult. We hear from her coach that she is very competitive when it comes to gym, and she does not like to lose. Her confidence comes through, and she loves the challenges of the weight room. Emmy is a very popular student on campus and is always a first choice partner for group activities. Emmy's family describe her as a soft-spoken and big-hearted girl who loves to travel, play in the pool, collect Pokemon cards, and love all things capybara. We hear that she loves Chick-fil-A nuggets, donuts, and chocolate on a daily basis. Figured we had something in common there. Emmy works with her family every year with a fundraiser to support improving therapies and a cure for AT through the AT Children's Project. Many school staff and friends have loved being a part of Emily's rustic run as well. Lewis School has selected Emmy because she demonstrates all of our SOAR faculty traits: seeking success, owning it, accepting others, and rising up. Even in the face of adversity, Emmy makes a positive impact on everyone she meets and leaves them with a smile. So again, we're proud to select Ms. Emmeline LaFowl as our 2025 Cox Inspirational Heroes.
Mario Frazier from Longwood Elementary School will now tell us about their hero, Martin Lopez.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mario Fraser from the Longwood Elementary School. I'm a 5th grade teacher. Unfortunately, Martin could not be here with us today, but I definitely did not want to miss the opportunity to say why he's deserving of this award. And apologies, I'm a bit under the weather today. Martin is very kind, he's respectful to all, and he's a hard worker. He started this year understanding absolutely no English, but in time that he's been at Longwood, he's been making a lot of progress. Initially, a lot of his work was just copying what the text said because he didn't really understand the task. But now his work is in his own writing, and he has a much better understanding of the task. He's put in the work, and that's why he's making gains. He embodies our core values. Martin is responsible. He will get his work done in time. I see him often correcting a student next to him who is trying to talk to him while the lesson is going on. He is respectful to everyone. He's found a way to show kindness to each of his peers. He is just overall a great kid, and he's so deserving of this award. Thank you.
Lisa Jones, Assistant Principal from Mary Esther Elementary School, will now tell us about their hero, Riley John McVeigh.
Good afternoon. I am so proud to introduce a very special student who has shown incredible growth this year. Riley is only a 1st grader, but she has already shown what it means to work hard, make better choices, and never give up. Last year and through the beginning of this year, Riley found it hard to sometimes follow classroom routines and make positive behavior choices. Sitting still, following directions, or staying focused on class activities were not easy for her. There were many tough days, but through a lot of effort, a big heart, and the help of caring teachers and family, Riley started to overcome these obstacles. She now comes to class ready to learn, treats classmates and teachers with respect, and is an active member of her classroom community. Riley has pushed through and is now academically able to do things that were once very difficult for her. We are so proud of her for showing that change is possible and that hard work pays off. Please join me as we celebrate Mary Esther Elementary's Cox Hero Award winner, Miss Riley John McVeigh.
Jeffrey Strummeyer, Assistant Principal at Meigs Middle School, will now tell us about their hero, Joniel Medea.
Good afternoon. It is my honor to recognize Joniel. He came to the United States in 3rd grade. By the time we met him in 6th grade, he was still struggling with the English language. Despite the barriers in front of him, Joniel spent hours of hard work transforming what seemed like insurmountable obstacle into a source of strength. Joniel now excels in his studies, serves on the SAC committee, and stands in as a guide and resource to our students who are transitioning to the U.S. for the first time. Joe Neal's journey exemplifies the spirit of the COX Inspirational Student Hero. His courage and determination inspire those around him to overcome their own challenges and strive for success. Joe Neal is what we would call a Meg's wildcat. Let's hear for Joe Neal.
Tim Smith from Niceville High School will now be introduced by Principal Charlie Morella.
Thank you. I am thrilled to introduce you to senior Tim Smith from Niceville High School. I got to know Tim a little bit when he was actually in middle school, and that was going to watch middle school football games. I was there because my daughter was in the band, but the biggest takeaway watching those middle school football games wasn't her trumpet playing, it was watching Tim out there playing football. Tim was new to the area, but he did have some challenges in middle school, but I was confident once we got him at NHS that we'd be able to put some supports in place and we were going to get Tim on the right path and doing great things. So fast forward now, and Tim is in 9th grade, and Tim is a great kid. He's funny, he's charismatic, he's a natural leader. People are drawn to him. But what I noticed about Tim is I hate being in the office a lot. I get out in school as much as I can. Every time I was out in the office, I was out in the halls, so was Tim. And those interactions were often the same. Hey, Tim, don't you have class right now? Oh, yes, sir. Well, what class is that? Well, it's math in the 100 hall. Tim, why are we in the 600 hall? Oh, I had to go see Coach. Can we go back to math? Oh, yes, sir. And would head back to math. But those interactions were often, and they were frequent. Again, teachers would say great things about Tim, but it was, we can't always get him to do what he's supposed to do, or he's late, or he's not often there in class. So put some supports in place, got Coach Adron he does a great job mentoring students, and we knew we were going to get Tim coming around. And that 10th grade year was kind of more the same. And we're missing more class, and we're not doing what we're supposed to do. And so the 10th grade summer, Tim's got to come to summer school in order to be on track to graduate and to still be eligible. And we're in summer school, and I got no Tim, so I call out to the field house and said, Coach, I know he's at practice, but you got to send him here. We need him in summer school. And Coach said, I ain't seen Tim. So we give it a few more days, and I call out to the field house. We need Tim in summer school. We haven't seen Tim at football. So now I got worried because Tim's motivator has always been the ability to play football. So I was afraid that if he wasn't showing up for that and maybe was choosing to give that up, that we may lose him as a student, and I don't know that he was going to finish high school because I knew that was his draw. So it is just so crazy when these kids get to be older teenagers, how that flip that switch. And all of a sudden Tim shows back up his junior year. He did start showing up for football, and we got him back out, and he was a different kid. He had a mission now. He had a plan. He had future hopes. We talk about the mission at Niceville High School is be an eagle, be where you're supposed to be, and be doing what you're supposed to be doing. And all of a sudden, that was Tim. And when I'm walking the halls, I wasn't seeing Tim. And it wasn't because he wasn't at school, it's because he was in class. And I'd see him in the lunchroom, and I remember when he came up to me and said, Mr. Morello, first semester, I got all A's and B's, and we bro-hug it out right there in the middle of the lunchroom. But so football-wise, so Tim starts to play now. He starts to contribute. But now fast forward to his senior year, Tim's a real player. And we had a very good year this year. We're a Final Four football team. And Tim's scoring touchdowns, and he's running the ball, and he's catching the ball, and he's on special teams, and he's doing great things. But my best memory of that was we're in the Final Four. We're playing down at Lakeland, the Lakeland Dreadnoughts. They've won state championships. They got banners everywhere. It's super intimidating. And we go down there, and we're playing with those guys. We got to lead against those guys. We're going to beat Lakeland and go play for the state championship. And the game gets tight, and it goes into overtime. And going into the second overtime, you get the ball on the 10-yard line going in. And we get a penalty, and we get backed up, so it's 4th and forever. And we got to score this touchdown. The quarterback slips out. And Tim slips out of the backfield, and he hits him on about the 5-yard line, and Tim runs through 3 Lakeland Dreadnoughts to get into the end zone to score the touchdown to tie the game to send it into the 3rd overtime. Now, we did not win that game, unfortunately, but I will say this. If you've ever seen one of the saddest things that you see in school is those seniors after they play that last ball game. So we lost that game, not because of Tim's effort, but we lost that game, and Tim is an emotional mess after that game, and I get it. So I come up and I put a big hug on Tim, and I don't know if you remember, I remember what I said to him, how awesome it was for me that the final memory of the 2024 Final Four Eagle football team was him scoring that touchdown to put it into overtime when I wasn't sure his freshman year if he was going to make it through with us. So I am proud to announce that Tim is going to graduate next week. He's headed to, He's headed to Tallahassee State College. He's going to get into the welding program and transfer to Florida State University after that. COX superhero from Niceville High School, Tim Smith.
Erica Denny from Northwest Florida Ballet Academy will now introduce us to their hero, Antonio Thomas.
All right, hello. It has been my absolute joy to have taught Antonio for the last 3 years. He is much more than just a student. Antonio has been a helper, a mentor, and a leader. Over the last 3 years, we have seen him demonstrate a lot of growth academically, so much so that he was on the All-A honor roll this year. And today we found out he made a 5 on his science. So, fantastic. And while he's been thriving academically, he has also been excelling as a vital member of Hope Squad. His kindness and empathy has helped other students not only in our school, but outside of school as well. All of our students know that he is reliable and trustworthy. Because we are at a ballet school, we have a very low population of boys, and Antonio has made it through the last 3 years as the only boy in his class, which speaks to his fortitude. While surrounded by the drama of middle school girls who love to be on stage, he has maintained a positive attitude and shown a lot of patience. As an older brother to a little sister, he tries to be a good role model in everything from academics to how he treats others to honoring his commitments in a rigorous dance program. As an 8th grade boy, he's a mentor to our 4 6th grade boys, helping them understand what it takes to be successful in this kind of program. Antonio manages to do all of this along with maintaining a grueling rehearsal and performance schedule. Antonio, your good nature has made a profound impact on our classroom culture, and things would not be the same without your lighthearted comic relief. And as you move on to high school, I hope you know that we are all so proud of the young man you're becoming.
Victoria Galvin is Northwood Elementary School's hero. Erin Adams, school counselor, will share her story.
Good afternoon. What an honor it is to learn about not only Northwood's COX hero, but all of the heroes here. I know this time of year as an educator, our buckets are empty, but today my bucket and my heart has been so filled to hear of all of these hero stories, and it's my honor to share with you my beautiful 5th grade friend, Victoria Galvin. Victoria began her journey as a Northwood Cougar as a meek and quiet kindergartner. And she faced some pretty hard speech and language challenges to overcome. And over these last 6 years, I have watched her overcome those challenges from once communicating with teachers and peers using assistive technology to now using her voice to advocate and make a difference in others. This year I started a character club at school, and I was elated when I saw that Victoria applied, and I thought she is going to get out of her shell and she is going to do amazing things. She was nominated by her peers and teachers, and she thrived for every other Friday when we had character club, where we would plan and execute community events and projects within our school. If it wasn't Character Club Friday, she would beg, can we have Character Club today? How can I help? Do you need help with Friday food bags? How can I help others? And when Character Club was over, she would say, what more can I do? So I have been so proud to see how you love to give back to others and the challenges that you have overcome. This year, Victoria is finishing out 5th grade with the same kindergarten teacher, Miss Perry, that welcomed her as a Northwood Cougar. And she is so proud of the resiliency that Victoria has displayed, and says that Victoria now uses a voice of advocacy and encouragement for her classmates. She'll often, very quietly, let Miss Perry know, a friend over there needs some encouragement. I think somebody at that table doesn't understand something. So Victoria uses her voice to help make a difference for others. When I think about your growth, Victoria, I think of a quote that Maya Angelou said. She said, "We delight in the beauty of the butterfly, but rarely admit the changes it has gone through to achieve that beauty." And Victoria, when I was looking for a COX hero, so many teachers said, all of the things that she has overcome has helped shape her into who she is today. So Victoria, not only are you a beautiful butterfly, you are our hero at Northwood Elementary School.
Okaloosa STEM Academy Principal Kimberly Nihill Taylor will now introduce us to their hero, Allison Fuller.
I also wanted to say that I have Annie Riggins, our guidance counselor here representing him. This is really pretty cool for me. I knew Allison's parents when they were about this age. I know her grandparents on both sides, so it's so awesome to be standing up here representing her at this school. It's my honor to have Allison as STEM's Inspirational Student Hero. She's shown remarkable resilience through the school year, facing challenges that would daunt most individuals. Many of you may not know, but she wears hearing aids, she reads lips, yet she never allows the circumstances to define her. This year, she has faced multiple ear infections that she's eventually going to have a surgery for and has not been able to wear those devices, but that has not stopped her. She is hardworking, she is kind. She is a shining example to us who face adversity. Her determination to overcome challenges and her dedication to education, it set her apart as a true student of character and even a better person. She has stepped up as a leader many times this year, and then a courageous hope and kindness in our school. She isn't an in-your-face, she's a subtle, see what I'm doing and follow me. Allison, thank you for inspiring us with your strength and perseverance. You remind us that no matter what obstacles we face, we can rise above and achieve great things. Congratulations.
Teacher Rebecca Brazel will now introduce us to Plough Elementary School's hero, Jeremiah Martin.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is my honor to introduce to you today someone who truly exemplifies resilience, determination, and character, Jeremiah Martin. Jeremiah has faced many challenges in his young life, but he has never let those obstacles define him. Despite the emotional weight of his mother's health battles and the learning challenges that he encounters, Jeremiah has consistently shown strength, perseverance, and an unwavering spirit to succeed. Jeremiah lives with his grandmother, Sherry, whose love has supported him during many uncertain and challenging times in recent years. In addition to overcoming personal struggles, Jeremiah has shown exceptional qualities right here in the classroom. He is a model of honesty, always speaking the truth, even when it's difficult. He participates actively in class, eager to learn, embracing growth mindset, and engaging with his peers. And perhaps most importantly, Jeremiah shows respect to his teachers, his classmates, and himself. He treats others with kindness and empathy, setting a positive example for everyone. Jeremiah is even known for keeping in touch with his teachers and staff who have become mentors and lunch buddies, many who are here today. He is an avid fisherman and often uses these qualities that help him to be successful in the classroom while on his latest fishing adventure. As the famous fisherman Robert Louis Stevenson once said, "The great thing in this world is not so much where we stand, as in what direction we are moving." Jeremiah, you've proven time and time again that no matter what obstacles stand in your way, you continue to move forward with strength, honesty, respect, and a positive attitude. Your story and life reminds us all that with determination and a good heart, anything is possible. Jeremiah, we are all so proud of you and everything you have accomplished. You are a true hero, and your journey inspires us all at Plough and Okaloosa County. Please join me in congratulating Jeremiah Martin as Plough Elementary's COX Inspirational Hero.
Brittany Stein from Pryor Middle School will now introduce us to their hero, Fernando Alvarez.
Hello, I'm Brittany Stein from Pryor Middle School. I'm an 8th grade math teacher,
and this is Fernando. After I'm finished, we will have it translated so he and his family will know what's been said. I'm not sure how frequently or if ever you have imagined being 13 years old and suddenly uprooted from the country and culture you grew up in. The strong educational foundation you once had now crumbling right underneath you as you're placed in classrooms where you have no idea what your teachers are saying. Imagine the effect that would have on your confidence as a learner. As I ponder this further, I imagine I would feel anxious, insecure, and maybe even depressed, but not our COX hero, Joel Diaz Alvarez, or as we like to call him, Fernando. Fernando refuses to be limited by the adversity he faces. Fernando has only been in the United States for a little over a year now, moving here from Honduras in the 7th grade. He has done a beautiful job adjusting to his new way of life. Instead of focusing on his many challenges he faces, he has chosen to focus on what an education can do for him. He is engaged, asks help, often through the use of hand gestures or translative technology, which is very rare for somebody just entering the country to feel comfortable asking for help. He's a leader and inspiration not only for the Latino community, but for the American learner as well. He is brave. His desire to learn has already taken him to new heights. In only a year, Fernando has reached grade level proficiency in mathematics and has made great strides in ELA, science, and civics. Many of Pryor's students face these same obstacles, but it is Fernando's desire to acquire the English language and the value he places on education that sets him apart and makes him an inspiration and a hero. I speak on behalf of all his teachers when I say his earnestness for learning brings joy to our hearts, and it has been a blessing to be a small part of his educational journey. Thank you, Fernando, for trusting us and being willing to put yourself out there. We wish you the best as you move on to high school, and we know you have a very bright future ahead of you.
Lo voy a leer para que lo entiendan. No sé con qué frecuencia o si alguna vez te has imaginado tener 13 años y ser desarraigado de su país y la cultura en que se criaste. La base sólida de educación que una vez tuviste ahora se derrumbe bajo tus pies. Mientras te colocan en una aula donde no tienes ni idea de lo que dicen tus maestros. Imagina el efecto que eso tendría en tu confianza como estudiante. A reflexionar sobre esto, me imagino que uno se sentiría ansioso, inseguro y tal vez deprimido. Pero no nuestro héroe de COX, Joel Díaz Álvarez, o como nosotros nos gusta llamarlo, Fernando. Fernando se niega a dejarse limitar por las adversidades que enfrente. Fernando lleva poco más de un año en los Estados Unidos. Tras mudarse aquí desde Honduras, empezando en el 7º grado, ha hecho un excelente trabajo adaptándose a su nueva forma de vida. En lugar de enfocarse en los muchos desafíos que enfrente, él ha optado por enfocarse en lo que la educación puede hacer por él. Es participativo, pide ayuda, a menudo mediamente con gestos de manos y tecnología de traducción. Y es un líder y inspiración no solo para sus compañeros latinos, sino también para los estudiantes estadounidenses. Es valiente y su deseo de aprender ya lo ha llevado a nuevas alturas. En tan solo un año, Fernando ha alcanzado el nivel de competencia de su grado en matemática y ha logrado grandes avances en lectura, ciencia y estudios sociales. Muchos de los estudiantes de Pryor enfrentan estos mismos obstáculos, pero es el deseo de Fernando de aprender inglés y el valor que le da a la educación es lo que lo distingue y lo convierte en una inspiración y un héroe. Hablamos en nombre de todos sus maestros cuando digo que su entusiasmo por aprender nos llena de alegría y ha sido una bendición ser una pequeña parte de su trayectoria educativa. Gracias, Fernando, por confiar en nosotros y por estar dispuesto a darlo todo. Tu Te deseamos lo mejor en tu paso a la preparatoria y sabemos que tienes un futuro brillante por adelante.
Our next hero comes from Richburg School. Alex Gomez will be introduced by Stacy Daniel.
Alex has been a student at Richburg School since he was in first grade. Upon transitioning to third grade, Alex faced significant challenges with aggression and struggled to manage his emotions effectively. Each day presented new challenges as he struggled to navigate new classroom environments, unfamiliar peers, and increased academic rigor. In the classroom, this manifested as disregard for instruction, impulsive reactions to frustration, and hindered an ability to engage with learning and follow routines. Additionally, Alex would often demonstrate aggressive behavior when coming in contact with his siblings on campus. However, through perseverance, consistent support, and the development of self-regulation skills, Alex has managed to apply healthy social skills and coping strategies to help modulate his ever-changing emotions. Alex has made tremendous progress in both his behavior and academic efforts, showing a greater willingness to learn and participate in class. Is that right? Yeah. He is putting more effort into his classwork, staying focused for longer periods of time, and trying his best even when tasks feel challenging. His interactions with teachers have become more respectful and cooperative, making it clear that he values their support and guidance. His determination and positive attitude are helping him grow and is showing pride in his accomplishments. Additionally, Alex has been actively involved in chimes and percussion, where he listens carefully, follows directions, and enjoys making music with his peers. His enthusiasm and improvement in these activities highlight his dedication and growth. Alex is now forming positive relationships and participating actively in social settings. He shows kindness and patience when working with others and is learning to express himself in positive ways. He can follow his directions consistently, demonstrating improved focus and adaptability. Additionally, his interactions with his siblings have become much more appropriate and positive, showcasing his ability to navigate relationships with patience, empathy, and understanding. One of Alex's greatest strengths, as you can see, is his sense of humor, which brings joy to those around him. His ability to make others smile helps create a warm and friendly classroom environment, making him a valued and cherished member of the school community. Alex Gomez.
Joe Genezo, principal at Ruckle Middle School, will now introduce us to their hero, Peyton McKissick.
Peyton is a remarkable young individual who has shown exceptional strength, resilience, and determination while facing life-altering challenges. From a young age, Peyton has been a dynamic and active athlete, excelling in basketball, softball, gymnastics, and horseback riding, and pretty much anything else that she wanted to be good at. Her enthusiasm for life and sports, coupled with her natural and certainly earned talents and competitive spirit, have always set her apart. But last year, she was thrown the toughest pitch she's ever tried to hit. A significant injury to her back and subsequent surgery that left her paralyzed when she woke up has led to nearly all that she enjoyed taking part in as an athlete completely away. Loss rears its ugly head in many ways. Imagine something that you love doing and hearing a doctor say that you're not going to be able to do it anymore at the age of 14. And now imagine the strength it takes to have a positive outlook moving forward from that point. The injury forced Peyton to adapt, and adapt she has. Despite facing the challenges of recovering from back surgery, she has remained committed to her academic success and persevering through difficult moments to maintain very strong grades. Her experience as a military dependent, having faced frequent challenges from relocations to mid-year school changes and to 2 deployments, has helped shape her positive attitude and determination to get through the difficult moments in life. She has proven herself to be a true inspiration to her peers, the school staff, and the community. I've had no less than 2 or 3 of our teachers ask if we could just clone her, and so that the entire class would certainly make all 5s on everything that they do. But Peyton's journey is a testament to her adaptability and courage, and it certainly embodies the spirit of the COX Inspirational Student Hero Award from Ruckle Middle School, Peyton McKissick.
Amy Klug, principal at Shalimar Elementary School, will now introduce us to their hero, Avery Cudney.
Good afternoon. I am Amy Clue, principal of Shalimar Elementary, and I'm super excited to get to introduce you Avery Cudney. I have known Avery just over a year, and in that time, I have only known her as the leader that she is. And by that, I mean running the car rider ramp. Any of my admin friends understand what it means when you have a student that can be on safety patrol and run that car rider ramp like an adult, and this girl has that talent. So you can imagine when we did our call for nominations, how surprised I was when Avery was nominated, because I've only known Avery as this confident 4th and 5th grader. So I want to share with you the words of her kindergarten teacher, because Avery has been at Shalimar since kindergarten, and I will share the words of her kindergarten teacher, Miss Keeler. When Avery started kindergarten, Avery was suffering from crippling anxiety. Beginning school was extremely difficult for her, but she bravely entered the building every day. As she grew and got older, she achieved great success with her grades and her focus. Substitutes could cause a panic, and she would go to the teacher's rooms that she knew would provide comfort and stability. Avery took a big step last year when she took charge of the bullhorn, and I mean took charge of the bullhorn during school release to call out the numbers assigned to students when their parents' cars would pull up. Avery is now a very accomplished, confident 5th grader. She always has a smile, and the younger students adore her. She is on safety patrol, Hope Squad, she's going to be in the talent show tomorrow night, and a dance team, and well regarded by her peers. She is a role model to all of those who come in contact with her. Her determination and grit are well evident. It is a gift and a joy to know her and be around her. So I present to you Shalimar Elementary's COX hero, Avery Cudney.
Jacoby Steinman is the hero from Shoal River Middle School, and he will be introduced by Alicia St. John.
I am Jacoby's math teacher, which is not a middle schooler's favorite subject. And I think I speak for both of us when I say that Jacoby and I probably didn't start the year on the best foot. He entered school at the beginning of the year having a bit of legal trouble. Had a couple of absences very early on in the school, first quarter, which caused, obviously, his grade to suffer as well. When he returned from his second break, he spoke not only to myself, but also to two of his other teachers in the unit, and was like, I want work. I want work. I want to get my grade back up. I want to turn things around. I don't want to go back. And we gave him work. And he did it. And he turned it in. And he got his grade up. And he kept it up. And he stayed focused in school. He stayed focused in his classes. Quarter 3 came and went. He kept his grade up. Now we're in quarter 4. His grade's still up in his classes. His behavior's been better. He's not only doing great at school, but he's been helping out at home. He recently had, his dad had some illness, and he's been helping out there at home. He is selfless at school. You know, most middle schoolers, they come in, they beg for snacks, they beg for candy. You know, oh, what do you have to eat? What do you have to eat? He never does. Even if you offer him something, no thanks, I'm good. He's quiet, he's shy, he's focused. Completely different student from the beginning of the year. And I am so proud of how he's come around. And I look forward to the future with him. See him grow and to learn how to build a computer and work on cars and to see what high school has in store for him. That's why he is our inspirational student.
Kristen Gilmore, principal at Silver Sand School, will now introduce us to their hero, Hunter Wilson.
Hello, everyone. So today, Silver Sands presents to you our COX Inspirational Student Hero, Hunter Wilson. Yes. He's probably giving you a great visual as to why he was nominated multiple times right away. I mean, first answer I got back. So I'm newly assigned to Silver Sands, and I had several months with Hunter, but, you know, principals try to stay busy, you know, in multiple rooms as opposed to just one. So I asked for some feedback from his teacher, and she is also relatively new to Hunter. So I'll start with her feedback. She shared that he started as a shy, nervous child, which I found really odd because everything we've seen thus far, I don't know that Hunter's ever went somewhere he hasn't met a friend. So, you know, but that's how he presented in the classroom. And our students at Silver Sands, their success in the academic setting is measured so differently than our other schools. Students with exceptionalities like Hunter, you know, there's many that could have limited his access to learning opportunities, and he has shown us time and time again, the same way his teacher's feedback indicates, this nervous boy that started with her in a reading setting is no more. He's a student leader. In her classroom every day, he is offering to help others. He is challenging himself academically. He's asking for those tasks. And that is just such a testament to the advocacy he gets from the home setting. It's such a strong support to him, but I think it's also what's developed the character that we are so impressed with Hunter. He just brightens any room he's ever been in at Silver Sands, and that's, you know, me as a newer principal to him, you know, you expect people to present information to you about a student, and you also want to learn for yourself. I got to tell you, he recently stopped entering the car line with mom every day, and folks have been like, car duty's different. I don't get to see Hunter every day. And that kind of joy is something that, you know, we can't teach him. That's all Hunter. That's his family putting that advocacy, you know, character traits in him and developing those skills in him. We're just so proud that he's with our team. I think his joyful demeanor changes the lives of our staff. And it's one thing to support your peers. It's another thing to really change the course of the day for adults. Some have been with you a long time. Some are new to you. But you mean the world to us. Okay. And you're changing lives. Yes. And I know you're saying okay. Okay. But I think you're just ready to get out of here and do some celebrating. So please, please, please join us in honoring Hunter Wilson today. We are so proud that you are on Team Silver Sands. You make a difference every day that you're in that building. We appreciate you, buddy.
Thank you. Come on.
Yes, sir.
Hillary Inman and Steve Jacobson from Southside Primary School will now introduce us to their hero, Aiden Barrios.
It is my great honor today to recognize a truly remarkable student, Mr. Aiden Barrios. Aiden came into this world facing the challenge of cerebral palsy, which makes everyday tasks like walking, writing, or even speaking more difficult. But every single day, Aiden shows up with determination in his heart and a smile on his face. This year, Aiden faced another major challenge, a dorsal rhizotomy surgery that required him to miss school for a long period of time. But when he returned, he came back stronger and more determined than ever. On the playground, you'll see him racing with his walker to keep up with his classmates, and when something feels tough, he doesn't give up. He proudly says, "I want to do it myself." Aiden's courage, effort, and positive spirit inspire all of us, and we at Southside Primary are so proud of you and all that you've overcome. Congratulations, Aiden. Good job, bud.
Ava Carpio is the hero from Walker Elementary School, and here's her teacher, Michelle McCain, to tell her story.
In life, we all have had some experience of what it feels like when life seems overwhelming. The list of things to get done continues to grow, and it feels like we can't catch our breath. But somehow, we make it through. Sometimes others notice we're struggling and check on us, and other times, it's as if we are a duck on the pond, calm on the surface, but treading water to stay afloat. And for Ava Carpio, this is life for many days at a time. At a very young age, Ava was diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder and has to work extremely hard to overcome the barriers that come with the struggles of anxiety. Ava has made numerous positive impacts in our class and throughout our school at Walker Elementary. To start, she is an active member in our Hope Squad to spread the mission of community connection and hope. Ava works hard to overcome the barriers of anxiety through careful management of how her body and mind receive stressful situations by implementing different breathing strategies during her breaks. And learning from her, we have a calming corner with multiple breathing strategy techniques, as well as textured breathing signals on every desk in our classroom. She is the reason for our class mantra. It's okay not to know it all, make mistakes, be yourself, ask for help, have bad days, and most importantly, start over. Ava is a bright young lady who makes excelling look effortless, but works extremely hard to help her body and mind work with her. It is through learning from her struggles and how she works to overcome them that our classroom and school are forever changed in a way that allows others to have hope. So, my dear Ava, my message for you is that I hope you remember your time at Walker Elementary School as a time when there are setbacks, but you overcame. A time when you never gave up and you continued putting one foot in front of the other. And I hope you always know that it's okay to fall apart when you get home on some days. And as long as you get right back up the very next day. Because it's okay not to know it all, and it's okay to make mistakes, and it's okay to be yourself, and it's okay to ask for help and to have bad days, and most importantly, never forget it's okay to start over. From all your teachers at Walker, we love you, Ava. Ava would like to say a few words.
Hi, my name is Ava. I am 11. I have anxiety and depression. It has been ongoing for 5 years now. I have learned that it's something I have, not who I am. In those years, there has been horrible days, but that did not stop me. I have had amazing teachers and people that supported me. Taking care of me. And they noticed when I was struggling and asked how they could help. They always check on me and make sure I am okay. I always try to remember that I have so many that love and care for me. I appreciate and love them so much. Thank you.
You did it! Good job! Take a deep breath.
Haley Myrick and Dan O'Burke will introduce us to our final hero from tonight. From Wright Elementary School, Maria Luciano.
Maria, an English language learner, began her final year of elementary school with a positive outlook and a thirst for knowledge. I was excited to have her in my class this year, as I had developed a rapport with her when we would cross each other's paths in the hall or at dismissal. I found it kind of strange that she did not know who Chewbacca was. Once the beginning of the year testing was completed, the data placed Maria actually 4 grade levels behind her grade level peers. Sadly, students scoring well below grade level often lose their drive, as they are overwhelmed with the amount of information being exposed to them that they have difficulty comprehending. Throughout the year, Maria has never failed to try. Maria has never failed to seek help when she needs it. Maria has never failed to keep her chin up, regardless of any obstacle in front of her. Maria has gone up 3 grade levels in mathematics. And the year is not done yet. Neither is Maria.
I'd like to add that Maria is also always seeking to expand her knowledge and clarify her understanding. I'm her Title Math Acceleration teacher, and every day that she comes to me, she asks questions to make sure that she truly understands the mathematics concepts that we're working on. She asks many what-if questions to ensure she expands her knowledge and is ready for whatever her future mathematics classes throws at her. She utilizes her knowledge of her home language and what she's learned about the English language to enhance her learning rather than seeing it as a barrier. She continuously makes connections between the two languages to deepen her understanding of mathematics concepts and vocabulary. All in all, Maria perseveres through every single challenge she is faced with. She is exceptional. I'm very proud of her, and I'm excited to see how she continues to grow.
Now that we have finalized end-of-the-year testing, we are proud to say that Maria is now proficient at grade level in math. But she is going to be a tough one to say goodbye to in a couple weeks. All right? Prior, you're getting a good one. Take care of her. She's going to do you right. Thank you, Maria.
Let's give all these wonderful students another round of applause. All right, thank you all very much for coming tonight. Thank you to all the schools. Thank you to our elected officials for being here today. We really appreciate you coming. That concludes today's event. Again, if all the heroes could come up front here, we are going to take a quick picture. Thank you very much.